Ladies with gentle hands, today you came here to learn some Korean and that's exactly what you will do. Today I have prepared a lesson that is focused more on vocabulary because I feel like that's where people struggle the most. So you will learn how to identify nouns that can be turned into adjectives and adverbs. We will have a lot of examples, also example sentences, and I believe this will help you expand your vocabulary by a large portion. So the main star of today's class will be this one character, chok. You can attach it to nouns that come from Chinese originally to turn them into adjectives and adverbs. It allows you to create words that in English they would end like political, right? Ikul, or emotional, So you will be able to create those types of words in Korean. So as I said, you can attach this only to words from Chinese origin. I want to make a list of those for you, but it is actually impossible because there is just way too many. But as you progress learning Korean, you will be able to identify those very easily. So right off the bat, what I'm able to tell you is that words that end in hada, the root of the word is usually from Chinese origin. Not always, but in a lot of cases. For example, if we take a look at this word, 분석하다, to analyze, it's a verb, right? If we remove hada, we are left with 분석, which is analyzes. If you add chok to this word and you create bunseok chok, you create the meaning of analytical. So we go from analyzes to analytical. I also want to give you an example of a word that does not work like this. For example, 똑똑하다, which means to be smart in Korean. But 똑똑, it does not originate from Chinese, so you cannot create the meaning of 똑똑 chok. That just doesn't exist. So we will have two instances of how you can add chok to nouns. One creates adverbs, one creates adjectives. So if you want to create an adjective, you add chogin. If you want to create adverb, you add chog으로. You should also know that you can finish a sentence with chok by adding ida to it. Very common case of this is 이기적이다, which means to be selfish. Here we have example sentence. 넌 진짜 이기적이네. You really are selfish. Another example could be 완전 충격적이네요. That is absolutely shocking. So here you can also see that one sentence is formal, one sentence is in standard language. So you can also work with different formality levels because you are finishing the sentence with ida essentially. So for example, the word 심리. 심리 is psychology. If you want to say psychological, 심리적인. If you want to say psychologically, 심리적으로. Do you guys get it? Next up, 역사, history. 역사적인, historical. 역사적으로, historically. Next we have 경제. 경제 is economy. 경제적인, economical. 경제적으로, economically. 문화 is culture. 문화적인, cultural. 문화적으로, culturally. 사회, society. 사회적인, social. 사회적으로, socially. 개인, individual. 개인적인, personal, 개인적으로, personally. So here you can see a little difference between 개인 and 개인적, but it is because of the characteristic of the word, right? 개인, 개인적인, 개인적으로. Sometimes you will come across words that have different translations when you add 적 to them, but it still makes sense when you think about it. So you don't need to worry about that. 감정, emotion. 감정적인, emotional. 감정적으로, emotionally. 긍정, positivity. 긍정적인, positive. 긍정적으로, positively. Again here, 긍정, you don't usually see that as a standalone word, but rather 긍정적인 or 긍정적으로, positively or positive. That is also the case for this word, 부정, which I translated as negativity, but usually you don't see it standalone. 부정적인, negative. 부정적으로, negatively. Also, this one is originally 부정하다, which can be translated as to deny. Now we will take a look at some example sentences where we will be using those words that we just talked about. 요즘 물가가 올라서 경제적으로 좀 힘들어. These days, prices are rising, so it's a bit tough financially. It's a little bit hard financially. 물가 here is prices. Number 2, 긍정적으로 생각하면 방법이 보일 거야. If you think positively, you will find a way. So 긍정적으로 생각하면, if you think positively. 방법이, 방법 is a way. 보일 거야, it will appear or you will be able to see it. But for smooth translation into English, you will find a way. Example number 3. 이건 그냥 내 개인적인 의견이야. This is just my personal opinion. 의견 is opinion, 개인적인, personal or private, right? Again, it can have different translations at times. Example number 4. 사회적으로 이런 문제는 진짜 중요한 것 같다. Socially, I think this kind of issue is really important. Example number 5. 시험 끝나니까 심리적으로 좀 편해졌어. 시험 끝나니까, now that the exam is over or because the exam is over now, 심리적으로, mentally or psychologically also. Again, translations can vary depending on the context. 심리적으로 좀 편해졌어. 편하다 is to be comfortable. 편해지다, to get comfortable. So 편해졌어, relaxed. And last, example number 6. I'm running out of fingers now. 감정적인 말은 하지 말고 차분히 이야기하자. Let's avoid emotional words and talk calmly. So 감정적인, emotional. 말은 speech, words, talking. It can have different translations, this one. 하지 말고, let's not do that. 차분히. 차분하다 is to be calm. 이야기하자. Let's talk. So let's talk more calmly. So that's it from me today. I feel like a lot of people struggle with vocabulary, and I believe this one can help you. Especially if you practice a lot of reading, you will probably see a lot of words that have 적 in them. So now you can understand them, that they are attached to a different word that is originally Chinese, and you can work more with it. You can create adverb or adjective. So I believe this is really helpful. As always, you can like the video. I will be really glad for that. You can also share it. If you are new, you can subscribe. And if you have any questions about this topic or you want to give me some class ideas, you can leave them down below in a comment, and I will be looking forward for them, and see you in the next video. Peace.